Iranian spokesman statement did not mention similar sanctions that were announced by the US. Any claim that the Islamic Republic has sold ballistic missiles to the Russian Federation is completely baseless and false. Once again, US and EU act on faulty intelligence and flawed logic. Iran has not delivered ballistic missiles to Russia, period. Sanctions addicts should ask themselves, how is Iran able to make and supposedly sell sophisticated arms? Sanctions are not a solution but part of the problem. So you know that Iran is one of the most sanctioned countries in this world. Yes, Iran is already one of the most heavily sanctioned countries in the world, and some experts have questioned the impact of more economic penalties that might hurt the country's middle classes more than its leaders. So, you see, let us take the case of Iran, Venezuela, some other countries where you have their leaders standing up against these so-called preachers of democracy in the West. Apparently, in Africa, we are just having 55 countries and we have 55 leaders. Out of these 55 leaders, at the moment, is only 4 that have what it takes to stand up for their people, to do whatever it takes to cut off the imperialist chains. Any day in Africa, we will have 40 or 45 leaders out of the current 55 leaders at the moment that have the charisma of leaders of these 4 countries that are standing tall already in Africa: Guinea, Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger. Any day we will have up to 40 or even 30 of such leaders. I'm telling you, that is the day there will be a great shift in Africa that will reposition Africa on a certain level, that Africa will have no choice than to succeed. Africa will have no choice than to flourish. You will see that things will start picking, start functioning. Then these leaders will be able to build a working system in Africa, will be able to create far more jobs than expected. These leaders will be able to have what it takes to face these so-called preachers of democracy from the West, who they preach democracy but they can't practice the democracy they are preaching to you when it comes to you. So the day Africa, based on the current 55 countries, we have at least 30 or 40, up to 40 of such leaders, you will know that that is the day a new dawn has come in Africa. It is a day, until then, when it happens, that every Africa will hit their chest very loud and say they are proud to be African, because Africans will be accorded the respect they need wherever they go in the world.